Hello and welcome to Parris RV. I'm Brett Parris. Today I'm going to show you one of my very favorite trailers from Forest River. This is a 2020 Rockwood and the model's called a 2109S. And basically what that means is this trailer tongue to bumper is just over 22 feet, which really, if you figure out the length of the tongue and the bumper, you've probably got like an 18-foot box or something like that. So really a ton of space in a real compact package that weighs just over 4,200 pounds. And they have a nice slide out on the side to give you lots of floor space. You're gonna absolutely love it. Let's start on the front here and check out a few features before we go inside. You know, all these Rockwoods, I get them with the power tongue jack. You know, a super high-end, small, little lightweight trailer like this is gonna want a power tongue jack. You know, this is a lot easier to bring it on and off your vehicle. Plus, if you need to hook up an equalizer or something, that's a lot handier to have that than a manual jack you've got to crank. I love the front windshield. You know, the front windshield gives you a ton of light and open space. Windows make your trailer feel bigger and more open, and I just think it's awesome to have that. You know, if you're looking at a trailer that doesn't have a front windshield, likely it's because there's not enough structure in the front of that trailer to support and hold a windshield. So, you know, in a Rockwood Mini Lite, you're going to get plenty of structure. These things are a 6-way aluminum frame. So what that means is, you know, the sides are a full aluminum frame with a fiberglass laminated wall. Front and back is an aluminum frame, the top and the bottom. You know, it's pretty rare to see a trailer with all 6 sides aluminum framed with fiberglass exterior. Usually you get just the sides or maybe a 4-way. Rarely do you see a 6-way aluminum frame. You get it in a Mini Lite. I've been buying these with power jacks. It doesn't mean that every one of them have that, but all of mine, these late model 2020s, all have power jacks. It's got a real nice large, look at the size of the opening here, compartment that goes all the way through to the other side. You've got lawn chairs, barbecue, whatever you've got, you can stick in there. And I do buy them with the barbecue. Again, that's an option, but I get the barbecue. And the barbecue will sit right here. And then there's a serving tray that'll go right here. And you know what? You're out on a nice summer day. You push a button, out goes your awning. You've got a nice light here. You've got a bracket. Your TV on the inside will come out, sit right here. You've got outdoor speakers. You want to turn on some music or whatever, you've got that. And then you can sit out here and barbecue and have a little serving tray that comes with my package. So everything I get has that stuff. This particular trailer has 2-tone aluminum wheels, and then it's got a Torflex suspension that's got independent suspension. So, you know, that's something that's super nice that you're not even going to think about until you've owned one. But you know, I've got currently in stock about 700 trailers on the ground, and most trailers just have a straight axle with metal springs. Pretty rare to be anything different than that. Well, in a Rockwood, you get independent suspension. So here's the difference. You're going down the road, you hit a pothole with a straight axle and leaf springs. It's a metal spring. Your trailer axle goes down, your spring compresses, it springs back, it puts pressure to the front of the hitch, which puts pressure to the back of the vehicle, and that's what causes sway. When you have an independent suspension, instead of having 1 inch of travel like a metal spring, you've got 3 inches of travel with independent suspension. So your axle stays straight, your one tire drops, and then it's got little rubber isolators in there to take out any shock. You know, if you go down and look at an enclosed trailer or something, a basic enclosed trailer will just have leaf springs with a straight axle. An upgraded one, you'll say, hey, what's the difference between these two models? One's $500 more. It's because it's got a suspension and axle system like this Rockwood. So way nice, and you're not going to know anything about it really until you tow one, and it's just going to be substantially better. Check out the frameless windows. You know, only the best on a Rockwood Mini Lite. You know, instead of having the metal gasket or the metal framing with the rubber gasket, that rubber gasket cracks, breaks, falls out. The goop comes out, the sealer. You know, this is a flush mount frameless window that you can open up in the rain, tilt out. That's substantially better than just the regular old school windows. This particular Rockwood Mini Lite, all Rockwood Mini Lites come with a Wi-Fi ranger already on board. You know, a lot of these trailers, and again, I got a lot of trailers, you'll walk up and they'll say, Wi-Fi ranger ready. Doesn't mean it has it, it just means it's wired for it. Or maybe it doesn't have it at all. Again, in a Mini Lite, you kind of get it all. So you've got a Wi-Fi ranger built in, ready to go. Now, what does that mean? What that means is you can actually get your own LTE service, so you can get like cell phone service, but you don't really need that camping. The nice thing about it though is you can hook all of your family's devices to the Ranger. So you've got kids with phones, you've got iPads, you've got a Microsoft Surface, you've got smart TVs, devices, whatever they all are. You get those devices, you hook it to the Ranger one time. Then when you go to a campground that has its own Wi-Fi service, you just connect the Ranger to the Wi-Fi source. It'll amplify the signal, and the big thing is it'll give you a private firewall, so you don't have to worry about somebody getting on your network. You can check a bank account or something like that without having to worry about that. But the nice thing is you don't have your kids running at you saying, hook my phone, get my phone to the Wi-Fi. Everybody's already hooked up, ready to go. You make one connection. Super handy in a Rockwood Mini Lite. You know, again, nothing but the best in a Rockwood. So, you know, we got the nice steps, right? The high-end steps. Look at that. You know, the old school steps, they work okay, but they roll out, they get rusty. I've pinched my fingers on them a million times. Dogs coming in and out, their nails get caught in the little holes. That's aluminum, it doesn't rust, and it's just a way better step, way more secure, and I absolutely love it. And again, something from Rockwood. You know, I'm not going to go around the back here, but I'm going to tell you another feature that all Rockwoods have, and it has a whole house water filtration system. Now, you know, again, in these other brands, you can add that, not a problem. You can get that and put it on your trailer, spend a couple $100 and do it. But on a Rockwood, it's already got it. So it's got a canister, you spin the bottom off, drop the filter in, spin it back up, and if water's coming up from the tank or coming in from a post, your water's filtered. Again, I don't know of another brand that's got it. You get it in a Rockwood. Let's go inside. So now we're inside the 2020 Rockwood Mini Lite 2109, and I'm just going to point out a couple of cool things. Number one, again, remember how small this trailer is. It's like an 18-foot box, right? But with this slide out on the side, you get some pretty decent floor space. That sofa does make down to a bed. It's got some nice cup holders here, which I like. And we put the table away, but the table goes right here. You can pull that out, put it here. It is a freestanding table, so if you need another table outside, you can use that. Let's check out the galley here, the kitchen. So it's got solid surface countertops, a little countertop extension you can flip up. And then it's got the integrated stove top on your stove. So that's super nice. You know, it gives you even more counter space. Plus, in a Rockwood, again, like I said, only the best, they give you a 22-inch oven. You know, in other brands, you're never going to see a 22-inch oven. You're going to see a 17-inch oven, or you're going to see no oven. But again, in a Rockwood, you get a 22-inch oven. Super nice, full extension ball bearing drawer glides, gives you lots of room here. You know, the countertop here, you've got undermount stainless steel sinks, and I really like what they did here. They gave you a little dryer rack, so you can put that there and put your plates in there or whatever. You've got some nice drawers here. You know, here's your microwave. You've got tons of good storage. There's storage above the slide. You know, a lot of brands just short you, not give you anything here. Well, Rockwood uses every available space. You've got a walk-around bed up front, and what's cool about this is, check it out again, like I said, they use every space, right? So you've got 3 drawers underneath here, and then remember how I was saying it's got a 6-way aluminum frame, so that's top, bottom, front, rear, and sides. Well, guess what? Rockwood's all the furniture is even aluminum frame. In the other brands, it's going to be wood framed. So aluminum framing is definitely way lighter, and then it's definitely way stronger, and that's what you get in a Rockwood. That right there is your barbecuer. I didn't unbox it, but that's what comes on the outside. And then right over here, you've got a full motion bracket with a TV, and that TV, again, like I said, has a matching bracket on the outside, so it'll go indoor, outdoor, but you can just pull that out, watch TV from the sofa, turn it, watch it from your walk-around queen bed. And then right here, you've got a sound system that's got AM, FM, CD, DVD. You can Bluetooth to it. It's got HDMI in. It's got USB. You know, speakers on the inside, speakers on the outside, so everything, right? And then look at the size of the window. So great big window on the front. Nice windows on the side for a cross breeze on both sides of your bed. Window in the slide out. Really the very largest window you could have had. It could have even got right here above the galley. Super nice. You've got a little pantry right here, which is pretty dang cool. And then I buy all of these, you know, here we're in northern Utah, right? Salt Lake City. And so I buy all of these with tank heaters. And so you push a button and you've got heat pads on your tanks that are underneath, right? So when you're going down the road, you know, the wind travels underneath and you freeze your tanks, okay? So in a Rockwood, you turn that tank heater on, Your vehicle recharges the battery runs the tank heaters, and it keeps your tanks nice and warm so you don't have to worry about your tanks freezing. Super awesome feature on a Mini Lite. Again, you really kind of get everything. A lot of brands aren't going to have everything like this. This has got everything. Now let's check out the bath. They really do some super cool stuff in the bathroom. Number one, you've got a nice cabinet here to put towels and things in. And then of course, you got a sink over here with storage underneath it. You've got, you know, a little spot here. You've got a nice cabinet up here, but a place to built in to put your toothbrush, maybe a little cup to drink out of, a sink here. And then a lot of trailers would just give you, you know, a shower curtain or something. In a Rockwood, it's got a full glass shower door, which is way nicer. And then notice how it's got a full shower surround, okay? So a lot of brands, you look, you'll be spraying right on the wallboard with your shower. Not in a Rockwood. They actually put a liner in here, so it's a complete liner, so you don't get any water on the wall. They give you a skylight here, so extra tall people can stand in here. You've got a power ventilator here. This will move. This isn't like the little basic fan. Most of them have like a little basic fan, like a little tiny one about that big. This fan's big. Moves 920 cubic feet of air per minute. And the really nice thing about this is if you come back on a hot day, you open up your door and you turn that on, it'll suck all the air out of here in 3-4 minutes, and then you turn on your air conditioner that comes with it and you cool down the air that's not so hot. So way nice. And again, something that Rockwoods have, something the other brands don't have. You can add them to other brands. They're like $300. Plus it's got the cover on the outside that goes over the top of it. So it's got a ram air cover over the top, so you can leave it open in the rain, leave it open going down the road. You can add that to other brands. That's going to be a couple $100. So even in something like a fan, you've got a $500 fan here with a cover on the outside that you're not getting on the other brands, already on a Rockwood Mini Lite. Now here's something that I'm leaving kind of till the end because I just think it's genius. This thing's got a water miser system, and you're probably wondering what in the heck's that? But you know, one of the things is you waste a lot of water waiting for your shower to get hot, right? You turn on your water and you're pumping out water and you're waiting for it to get hot. You don't want to jump into a cold shower. Well, what happens to that water? When you're dry camping, which is something we do here a lot in northern Utah, it's going right down your drain and you're wasting water. So what Rockwood did is they installed this water miser, and what you do here is you turn on the hot water, and instead of discharging it out of here, it just puts it right back into the fresh tank. And then when you see this change color, you know that you're hot. So then you turn it on and hot water comes out and you don't waste any water. And I think it's something that's super important not to just waste water. And you know, these other brands, you're gonna waste 3 gallons or something trying to get your water at the right temperature, not in a Rockwood. You know, Rockwood is just a super high-end, lightweight little trailer in a Mini Lite, and you really can't buy anything better. You know, if you want to come down and see these, you come down and see me, Brett, at Parris RV.